Okay, dear students, yesterday we have seen HR specific questions training. In that, the first question is, so what is that one thing that you enjoy most about the HR? Because we are moving forward, I just wanted to remind you once what we have discussed yesterday. So HR is not a boring job. It is a dynamic one. It is people oriented job again. So if you have these skills, if you love to communicate and be with the people all the time, then this job is very much suitable for you. Yesterday one more question is also raised by the students that is HR only for female one or girls are suitable for HR jobs like that, but it's not like that. Even male can prefer the HR jobs also. So there might be several reasons and versions why you like HR. Okay, so just few things we have mentioned here and discussed. The thing is how confident you are in convincing the HR person is matter here. So if you are someone who loves interacting with people, you will have a plenty reason to choose this job. Okay, so you just tell what passion you have, why you are in that stream again. So if you can express it confidently, then that will become an answer. There is no universal answer for this, so that you can write and by heart it and represent in the interview. No, not like that. Okay, so that's the thing. So these are all in general questions, and you can answer. The second one is, as a HR manager, how you drive for the results means one thing directly you won't get the HR manager position. So first you will be appointed as an HR executive. So you have to understand the organization, nature, business. You have to understand your employees, and you must have build a good rapport with them. Then finally you can achieve, right? So you have to understand the vision, mission of your business. Keep in contact with the managers or the owners. Then communicate the same to the employees. So whichever the instruction you will pass, so the employee should have to obey it. So you need to develop such kind of decorum in the organization. Then only you can able to achieve the goals. So here also you have to give your own version. Then the third one, what makes you very much interested in HR profile means, yes, you can, these are the reasons which I have gave. You can even add more, as it is an influential position. HR is an influential position. Don't think that it is just a department in the organization. No, everyone are, connected with the HR department. So you will have a chance to improve the lives of the employees, particularly if it is a manufacturing one, production nature organized organizations. Then you will have the chance to improve their standard of living life, can give to the labor. HR can even provide the career advancement opportunities to the employees who are working in the organization. So you can even anticipate the problems. You can foresee that before they become more bigger. It is a variety job. You are supposed to deal with all kind of people, cultural diversity, ethnic diversity, different kind of people will come. So finally, it's a people oriented one. So you could even add more if you want, isn't it? Now today the fourth question is, so what is the difference between personal management and HR management? You might have studied in your HR that HRM previously known as personal management or industrial relationship management, labor management, like that. Personal management means simply it is directly related with the physical human beings, direct human beings. Whereas HR manager, HRM is something more than that. It is strategic. You must plan something. You have to plan directly from recruitment to employee exist. Everything is planned in HRM. Whereas in case of personal management, you no need to plan everything. So it is like it just refers to actual human beings. Suppose labor is there or some other workers are there, and how you manage them. It is as simple as that. Whereas resources are not allotted to them. Here, when you are speaking about human resources, so it is more than that, right? You have to give an advertisement, then select the proper persons, recruitment process, orientation process, induction process, training, performance appraisals. Yeah, if performance is not good, then you will take some controlling measures. Employee retention, exit interview, everything is involved in HRM. In personal management, that is not that. That is the one such major difference in that. If you face this kind of question, then you will have that. So will you agree on that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. So anything you want to add here? Personal management and HRM. Okay. This way you can speak. The next one. So what do you think some of the essential qualities that a successful HR person should have? These are all directly related to HR. So do you think that HR people should have that questions? Then what is that? For many of us, see, I'm a people person and I like helping others. It is the motivational drive. You're all having that skills. You're extroverts. You are always mingle with the other people. That should be your reason behind selecting the HR. Simply do not say that I don't like finance or I don't like marketing. That is why I have been into HR. I heard that it is very easiest job. That is why I have opted HR. No, not like that. You must have these skills. If you are motivational one, you have the command on people's communication, public speaking skill. Then these are the reasons that are good to start. But do you think that only the motivation and people orientation is going to helpful for you? No, there are something more than that. So you must see certain qualities why HR people will be successful. How HR people have become successful ones. So first HR one should focus on the big picture. Here big picture means you should not only what HR people generally do, they always try to inject in new faces to the organization. So there is a lot of work is there, or they have understood the vision and flow of the work, everything. So they feel that we must have good workforce with knowledge, skills like that. So always they do that. But in fact, so rather than focusing the new force, you are ignoring the existing one. You can even promote them, you can even guide them or train them. That is one. So if you are working in an organization, before going to external recruitment, you can just see the internal recruitment also. That is the big picture and that makes you different. So how many existing employees there, will they possess the skills which is demanded by the job? Then you can easily give promotion to that particular level rather than going for external one, which is very costly. In internal recruitment will not cost you more. So this is one of the best quality a HR manager should possess in order to become successful. So focus on current employees. The second one is maintain your passion. HR, we already said it is a people-oriented job. You can change everything. So focus on your passion. Don't be dry or something like that. You don't look rigid. You should be dynamic one, cheerful. You always communicate your passion with your employees. Then take a positive approach of communication. It should not be directive one or just autocratic way. No, just communicate positively with the employees on daily basis whenever it is required. Communicate them. If are they facing, if employees are facing any issues, try to solve them. Next, show up where they work through the performance. So HR person should also involve in performance evaluation. So you observe them, you monitor their performance, you measure their performance, and give that feedback to the employees. Say that where they stand. So what are the areas of improvement? Then show a genuine interest in each employee rather than giving group one or something every month or every fortnight as you are supposed to give the performance report. Don't do just like that. So give an impression that every employee is valuable and you are, you know, genuinely interested in them. Interested in the sense, in the interest of the organization, not personal interest. So if you are creating that kind of feeling in your employees, then you will be successful. Rather just giving some reports, no, it doesn't look good. Collaborate with all the department as it is linked with everyone. The other departments may not have chance to link with others, but here this particular department, I mean HR department, has to collaborate with all the one. You can even this like mentorship program, mentoring one to one department wise. That developing mentoring will also help us rather than addressing in group. Create an mentoring program. Ask them to come up and discuss with the HR. HR should open always to attend the employees. HR should be flexible again. Stay flexible. Do not say that it is not my job, not like that. Okay. You can use the right technology, know your vision. These things. I just mentioned 10 things here. So that's what we feel that it is successful features of the HR. There might be some other qualities also where you can even convince to the interviewer. Not necessary that you have to tell all these 10 factors only. You can even say that the HR should be empathic. HR should be very something. He must be very skilled and approach in a positive way to the employees. You can whatever you feel like, because these questions are very spontaneous and they do not wait until you complete all these things. In between also they will interfere it when you are explaining certain thing. So you must be have some very descriptive skill narrative at that time to convince the interviewer. Okay, these 10 are something which I have highlighted. You can even add more also. Do you want to add something more? Any such quality which you feel that if an HR manager is having this quality, he will be the successful one? What do you expect that these qualities should be present in the HR people? Do you have any inputs? Do you have any inputs? No? Divya.
Patience.
Uh, good one. Good. HR should be patient. Yeah, very good quality. Correct. If you do not have any patience, how can he will be successful? Because he need to attend all the people. He should not lose that temper. Good quality, Divya. Yes. So these things attend basically, but if the HR round will be very elaborative, this is the final one and they will judge you in all aspects. Usually HR round happens in final way, right? Do you think that it will happen in the first one? When HR round will happen in the interview process?
Final round.
Final round. There he will not only discuss about your salary, they will judge in all parameters. So they'll spend some time with you. It's not a problem. After completing all the rounds, one fine day, they will call you for discussion. They'll allot certain time slot also for you. So you must be prepared in explaining everything. Okay. Yeah. Next is, so describe a difficult HR situation you had with previous employer or manager and your approach in handling the same. So as you are not having any kind of uh, previous experience, then you should not, you do not need to answer, no need to answer. But assume for a moment, if you have undergone with any kind of pressure or stress, then how you would have handled? If you have found any stressful event or incident in your life, how you have come across with that kind of from that situation, then you have to explain your own story. Even if you do not have that kind of situation, also you have to create at that time. Now when I have attended in my final interview, HR interview, I worked with HSBC for 1 year before I come to teaching industry. So the HR manager asked me in the final stage, so please explain us how you overcome the stress or any stressful incidents that you have come across in your life, at least 2 incidents. Then this is something which I have not expected from HR people. I only cooked some story that at 10th class level or intermediate level, I have come across in a stressful incident like that or something. So there, they will just see how confident you are in, explaining the things. He would not come to your past and verify it whether that particular incident is happened or not, right? So you have to explain us. Here is some story. First one. See, every new day at job brings its own set of challenges and problems. Those one need to tackle most effectively and seriously possible. Correct? So every day is a challenging day only. It is dynamic only. Mentioning the most challenging situation, I was required to handle a team of such members who were naive and do not know much about the work. So this particular fellow has to handle a team where team members are naive. Naive means team members are naive. Naive means what? Naive. Naive means people don't know. Naive means అమాయకులు. And how can you handle with that kind of people? Tell me, it is very difficult. They do not know. So this fellow, I'm a serious person and very dedicated to the work. He is very serious, but the team allotted to him is don't know anything at all, anything about the work. So I cannot bear any responsibility at the workspace. So, however, the team was quite the opposite. It was carefree to an extent, and it was very tough for me to handle. So, but since I was given the task to train them, so I thought that handling their way, handling their way. So, hope you are going through this. I think it is visible to you. So, in a fun mood and tone, I made them realize how important it is to work seriously. It's for the benefit of not just the company, but for themselves too. That trick worked, and other team heads praised me for the approach. So this is a one kind of stressful event, or what do you say, challenging event, which a person has come across it and he overcome it. How he has overcome it? As Divya said, that he should be patient. He should always come with a smiley face like that. So like that, he has in a fun mode, in a fun lighter mode, he explained everything to the team members that it is for the benefit of themselves also. So it has become very easy for them to understand. Like that, you have also should explain one such incident, how you have come across any stressful event like that. Okay. Next is, see, another incident. another incident is the most challenging situation for me, I would say, was when our company was dealing with a big project. All the employees were very serious about this big project because it was one of the largest projects in monetary terms that the company had ever received. The projects was, however, in our reach, and we would have done it without much of pushing. But the problem arose here when our software expert resigned in the middle of the project and our work halted. See, it's such a big project and involved a lot of money, but all of a sudden what happened? Software engineer is resigned. So when software engineer is resigned, who will design that particular work? So work is halted. Since I had tried many my hands-on software work earlier, I was asked to do that big project. It was a quite a time since I had done that work. I was afraid that it won't be able to do, but I recalled all that I have learned and gave a shot and hit the bullseye. See here, see how he is explained. So when software engineer is resigned, the person with minimal knowledge has to come to that place, and he has overcome it in a good way. So it is a stressful thing also. He has afraid at that time, can I able to do this job or not, like that. But however, he learned a lot. So like this, you have to explain your own stressful incident also in your life. Okay. Mm, Next, give the areas that you feel need most improvement. So what are the areas of improvement and in our confidence building or personality? Then it is very lighter one. You might say that, yes, I am poor at skill, I have to improve my subject knowledge, or I am somewhat very short tempered, I have to reduce it. So certain things you can explain on your own, but here the in a survey we found that confidence, knowledge, and communication, these three are lacking in 90% of the people. I mean, the candidates are missing the confidence, or they were missing the knowledge, or they do not know how to communicate. These are the major areas where almost 90% of the candidates are missing. 90% of the candidate has to improve themselves. Apart from that, there are many things also. You must be punctual, time management should be there, you must know about the organization, your interpersonal communication should be sound. So people are good at communicating each other. When they are communicating in groups, they will be afraid. So you have to improve personal communication skills also. You must be cooperative. You should not indulge in any kind of conflicts. Finally, you have to listen others also. So, but majorly means confidence, knowledge, and communication. You can even add anything. See here, last one is written communication. So there are some people are pure at written communication. They still use WhatsApp language. Your WhatsApp language is not going to help anyway. Okay. So these are the questions. Yesterday, tomorrow also we'll have one more 3 questions to discuss. But these are the things which you can. So if you, so whatever the answers or the solutions we have discussed, this is not final. You can even add something better if you feel. So finally, as here in the 7th question, it is there, no? So you must be confident. You must be have sound command on your subject, and finally your communication skills will be good. Then you will crack the interview. You remember this in your mind. Thank you. Do you have any doubts? You can ask me now. Do you have anything to ask? No?
No, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. So we'll meet you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.